I said I'd be here at 8. I'm here at 8. Like to be on time. I'm not really dressed appropriately. Let me put a shirt on. What the hell? This thing don't want to cooperate. Rotate. All right, let's try it like that. Do a little different here. I'll wait a few minutes, see if anyone want to join us. I know we on color folks time, you know what I mean? I'm simulcasting both through my Facebook and YouTube channels. Hopefully they'll cooperate tonight. And good evening, family. It's your mellow fellow. I just felt it was time to do a live because I post a lot of comments and memes on several different platforms. And I'm going to speak on what all of us, some of us, don't want to admit to. Some of the biggest flaws that men and women make in their relationships. And maybe some solutions that might help in this divide. I'm going to let this run. I'm not going to stop. Somebody join us, cool. Not, you can always pick it up later on. It'll be here. Now, first let me say that I'm not bashing women. And women keep saying men are bashing them just by telling them the truth. Women don't want to be corrected by anyone. God himself cannot correct a woman. And I want to give a little background on myself. I was a man married 30 years, one woman, and just recently got divorced. I always have to give a little background and a little color on where I'm coming from and kind of how I ended up in this space. It's been like 2 years now. I've been in this space advocating on behalf of men, and that in relationships, that actually wasn't my intent when I started. I was coming on to motivate young men and boys to try to accomplish more, be better, and raise their standards, because I saw the deficit of women being a little more educated than some of their male counterparts. And that's been one of the issues driving this divide, where women believe because they have degrees and formal education that some type of way makes them superior to men, which is a fallacy. There's no education, no program, no any of this that you can do that can put you higher than a man. And this is biblical. God made man, then woman. So woman could never be ahead and in front of a man. Uh, so that's kind of how that went when I got in this game. So going back, marriage, very serious commitment. But it seems today that it's very difficult for, I ain't gonna say just blacks, because this is a universal concept now. I'm watching now, uh, the old man, he's dealing with the whole situation like we're dealing with in China. So all over the world, the word is out. All over the world. Uh, I was saying again, women cannot be corrected by anyone. I've been here helping my 89-year-old mother, and I could bring her some observable truths, everything right in front of her, and she still won't admit or allow correction. So it is a universal theme with women. Uh, she'll argue with me until the end. And I have two sisters, two nieces, uh, which they have kind of made a choice not to deal with me, to isolate me, to try to uh, attack me and bring me down. Uh, a lot of this stems from man hating, and I'll get into some of that later. Man hating. You cannot hate men. We created everything that you enjoy in this life. You would have no comforts, none of the things that you enjoy without men. Never forget that. See, women have got so far out of pocket that they believe that some kind of way they don't need men, they could do without men. It's a fallacy. It's a false delusional mindset, as we say. There's absolutely nothing you enjoy that men did not create. Where was I? Yeah, I have two sisters, two nieces, and I haven't talked to one of my sisters in over 2 years because I feel she's a man hater. And this comes from a trauma place where her relationships over the years, her failed relationships, two baby daddies, all of this caused her to hate men. And that's just a fact. Having been with a man in probably 30 years, she don't deal with me, says that I am arrogant and a narcissist, the favorite term of art today. I'm a narcissist, right? Because I'm a confident, assertive, and intelligent black man who knows who he is and knows his worth does not make me a narcissist. It makes me a confident, intelligent, assertive man. See, and this is another part of it. See, because our dad died when we were young, and she didn't have a good relationship with my dad. So that's a part of it also. It's just a history of not having good relationship with men. That causes women to believe that they can do without men. But every time you have a problem in your home or something happening, you calling a man. Ain't that some the irony? Um, I even been told that, and it's not just from one sister, others also, they actually liked it me better as a drug addict and a gangster versus the upright, honest, law-abiding man that I am today. And I make no apologies for being a masculine man. None whatsoever. The facts are beginning to come into focus. Uh, I had been separated from my ex-wife for 2 years now before we finally got the divorce March the 18th of 2025. And if I'm honest, I feel better now than I have felt in 25 years of being in that marriage. And I'm not going to blame my ex-wife for everything because I know I'm a special guy under a lot of special circumstances. But if, I feel like if you are married, it should be a commitment for better or worse. And I feel like my ex-wife was only concerned about money and what I can do for her. She offered me nothing, no peace, no support, no cooperation, no femininity. Because I've been to prison and have been fighting to clear my name for probably 35 years now, I believe this also was a factor because she wanted me to just drop my case and forget about it and walk away. And I just can't and couldn't do that after all I've been through. And, that was a point of contention. I believe that men on a very large and impactful scale has walked away from the dating marketplace. And women are beginning to feel our absence. I started telling men 2 years ago to stop dating damaged women, trauma filled. And I mean, I'm sorry to have to say it. The trauma, the damage. See, my wife was one. So that's why I'm not just saying this for, others. My ex-wife was one. I knew that, you know, I still loved her, but I knew she was a damaged woman. She never would take accountability. She will never try to get help to figure out, because, when you've been in relationships with men, you've been beaten and just dogged out, you know what I mean, more than once, it has an impact on your other relationship. You looking at me and thinking about that nigga. You feel me? I am not that nigga. And a part of that also, I believe that because she probably fell in love with that old gangster I used to be, and I'm not that guy anymore. In spite of some of my posts and some of the things I say, I'm not that guy anymore. I took a total 360-degree change. None of the things that I used to do I do now. None of the things. Far as the streets, far as, gangsterism, far as robbing, stealing, any of that. God took it all away from me. That's what it means when he say, when you in the Lord, you are a new creation. That's a true saying. It's basically here 3 different categories of women, I would say. main, mainly the gold digger, the baby mama, and the PhD. And we don't need to elaborate. You know what they are. These women on all levels has been infected with toxic feminism, teaching women to hate men and disrespect men at every turn, talking about taking men's resources and offering them little or nothing in return. Delusional mindsets who think in some sort of way that they are some type of prize, when in fact, the man is the prize. Who decides who get married? Who decides who be in a relationship? It's the man. And what prize does a man win that he has to pay for? I'm waiting. That's what I thought. Women refuse to be held accountable. And again, I was married for 30 years. And I thought about it after we had got separated and everything. In 30 years, my ex-wife has never, in all those years, apologized to me for anything, even though she was betraying me all the time. I was saying that it's all over for women on every single platform. We see women begging men for money. Begging men for money. Begging men for dates. Every platform. So we understand that there's a crisis going on. And like I said, for 2 years, I've been speaking. I didn't even know the terminology. They say red pill. I don't know nothing about none of that. Manosphere, I know nothing about none of that. Again, I have been married for 30 years. I just started doing this on my own because once I wasn't married anymore and I saw the products that was on the marketplace, I was disgusted. I mean, disgusted by the ratchet whores that we see. Everybody a whore. Everybody a slut. And it's just mind-boggling. Where it happened to the classy women? What happened to the people that hold high standards? What happened to the women with dignity, respect, morals, principles? What is that? That's a foreign language. So again, 30 years. Betrayal. No apologies. The hookup and app culture has turned men off. And men no longer want women who has been with every man in the community. Community property. Nothing is sacred. Nothing exclusive. And women openly bragging about their rosters. Women has begun to act like the worst version of men. These women openly declare that they have to go through their whole phase. And at 30, start looking around for a high value man to come along and give them a soft life. And everyone knows that this is a fallacy. And the casualties of this feminist manifesto are everywhere. Vivica A. Fox, Ebony K. Williams, Tracy Ellis Ross, Lisa Ray, the list goes on. They squandered their prime years on debauchery. Squandered their prime years on debauchery. A woman is in her prime years from 21 to 29. That's when they should be trying to find a husband. They wait any longer, and she's headed straight for the wall. And the wall is undefeated. Youth and beauty goes hand in hand. And once it's gone, women regret the decision to put their jobs ahead of getting married and having children. And there's also the fact men get better with age, and women keep talking about their experience as they try to match a man, and it does not work. We don't want your experience. We don't want ran through women. Your experience is meaning you've been ran through. What man can hold his head up with a ran through woman? I'll wait. And this is also the failed strategy of many women. I have never seen a 70-year-old woman with a 20-year-old man. But I have seen many 70-year-old men with 20-year-old women. We have women now trying to shame men for their preferences and standards, while demanding men make over $100,000, be over 6 feet tall, and have a 6-inch dick. 666, the mark of the beast. Again, attempting a double standard as long as it favors them. Reality check. Every time you have sex with a person, it's a soul exchange with the person. And women particularly reserve the man's DNA, and they have found it in the woman's brain. When a woman has had sex with more than 5 partners, they can never pair bond with the man who will eventually become her husband. And after a short period of time of them being together, she will cheat and be her promiscuous self because it's down in her soul, and there's nothing she can do about it. This is the sexual revolution, sexual liberation. So now we come to the proverbial table. You looking for a man to protect and provide for a woman who has been community property. This is a spiritual war, and women are going to lose. As men are built for endurance and are not going to accept baby mamas and trauma-filled women, it's over. A lot of these women will die alone as their unreasonable expectations will leave them lonely and alone. As the men you desire don't want you. There's exceptions to the rule. If the woman is very beautiful and submissive, a man will take a chance on her. But for the vast majority of black women, you are not fit or qualified for the man you want. Guess what? That man can have any woman he wants once he has built himself up to the level that you want him to be on. And these are the harsh realities that women have to accept. And we have not even spoke on the passport brothers. And their numbers growing every day because black men are loved and treasured all over the world. Everybody loves the black man but the black woman. Think about that. The men that's going outside the U.S. finding beautiful women and getting married in these different countries, and they're not looking back. I just attempt to bring the facts and the data to you so some of you can make a change in the course of your behavior before you find yourself in no man's land. So for a few pointers, what can you do? Number one, get back in a feminine role and practice being nice. Number two, work on your communication skills. Number three, respect that man and his leadership abilities. Number four, learn how to shut the fuck up. Number five, support that man's vision and get on his program. Number six, don't have children out of wedlock because it's a big issue with today's men. They're not taking care of another man's seed. Men in the past didn't mind doing that. Men of today do mind doing it. And that's just a little bit. I'm not going to be on here long today because I've been out at the gym, been doing this and that all day, and I'm really tired. I wanted to come in and take my little nap before I got on. Didn't get a chance, so I'm not 100 right now. But I did want to read a chapter out of my relationship book because I do have a relationship ebook out. Relationship coaching, speak love, mastering communication in relationship. I'll just read the first chapter for you. Chapter 1, the foundation of love and communication. This is the importance of communication in relationships. Effective communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. It serves as the bridge that connects individuals, allowing them to express thoughts, feelings, and needs openly. In relationships, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, the ability to communicate effectively fosters understanding and strengthens bonds. When partners feel heard and understood, they are more likely to engage in healthy interactions and resolve conflicts amicably. Thus, prioritizing communication can lead to increased intimacy and satisfaction within relationships. One of the primary reasons communication is imperative in relationships is that it helps prevent misunderstandings. Often, issues arise not from the problems themselves, but from the way they are expressed or interpreted. Miscommunication can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration, which can erode trust over time. By practicing clear and honest communication, partners can clarify their intentions and emotions, reducing the likelihood of misinterpretations. Give me a little water. Ah, at that gym, man, gotta do it. Okay. This clarity promotes a healthier dialogue and creates an environment where both individuals feel safe to share their perspectives. Moreover, effective communication contributes to emotional connection. When individuals share their thoughts and feelings openly, they invite vulnerability into the relationship. This vulnerability can deepen an emotional bond between partners, creating a sense of security and belonging. Individuals who feel comfortable expressing their emotions are more likely to support each other during challenging times. This mutual support fosters resilience in the relationship, allowing partners to navigate life's ups and downs together. Additionally, communication plays a critical role in conflict resolution. Disagreements are inevitable in any relationship, but how partners handle these conflicts can shape the overall health of their connection. Open and respectful communication allows individuals to express their concerns while actively listening to each other's viewpoints. This approach not only helps in finding common ground, but also reinforces respect and understanding. Learning to communicate during conflicts creates a foundation for growth and compromise, essential elements for long lasting relationships. Lastly, investing in communication skills can lead to personal growth for both individuals within a relationship. As partners learn to articulate their thoughts and feelings more effectively, they often gain a deeper understanding of themselves. This self awareness can enhance empathy and patience, allowing individuals to respond to their partner more thoughtfully. By fostering a culture of open communication, both partners can thrive not only as a couple, but also as individuals, ultimately enriching their relationship even further. Understanding love languages. Understanding love languages is essential for fostering healthy and effective communications in relationships. This concept, developed by Dr. Gary Chatman, posts that individuals express and receive love in different ways, categorized into five distinct love languages: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Recognizing and understanding these languages can significantly enhance relationship dynamics, enabling partners to connect more deeply and meet each other's emotional needs. Words of affirmation involve expressing love through verbal communication. Compliments, words of appreciation, and encouragement are integral to this love language. For individuals who prioritize words of affirmation, hearing supportive and loving statements can uplift their spirit and strengthen their bond with their partner. Therefore, it is crucial for partners to articulate their feelings and acknowledge each other's efforts verbally, creating a nurturing environment that fosters emotional intimacy. Acts of service reflect love through actions rather than words. This language emphasizes doing things for one another as demonstration of care. Simple gestures, such as cooking a meal, running errands, or helping with chores, can convey profound love for those who value this language. Partners must be attentive to each other's needs and be willing to take the initiative in performing acts of service, which can cultivate a sense of partnership and cooperation in the relationship. Receiving gifts is another crucial love language, where tangible tokens of affection symbolize love and commitment. For those who resonate with this language, thoughtful gifts, no matter the size, are cherished as expressions of love. It is not about materialism, but rather the thoughtfulness behind the gift that matters. Understanding this love language, encourages partners to be mindful of special occasions and to surprise each other with meaningful gestures, reinforcing the emotional connection in the relationship. Quality time emphasizes the importance of undivided attention and shared experiences. For individuals who prioritize quality time, being present and engaged with their partner is vital. This can involve meaningful conversations, shared activities, or simply being together without distractions. Partners should strive to create opportunities for quality interactions, ensuring that they prioritize time together amidst life's demands. By actively investing in quality time, couples can deepen their understanding of one another, enhancing their emotional bond. Physical touch encompasses the use of physical affection to convey love. This can range from holding hands and hugging to more intimate gestures. For those who communicate love through physical touch, these actions can provide comfort, safety, and connection. Recognizing the importance of touch in a relationship allows partners to express affection in a way that resonates deeply with each other's emotional needs. By understanding and honoring each other's love languages, couples can create a more fulfilling and harmonious relationship, ultimately leading to greater satisfaction and joy. Identifying your communication style is a crucial step in mastering relationship communication skills. Each person has a unique way of expressing thoughts, feelings, and needs, which can significantly influence interactions with partners, friends, and family. Understanding your communication style can help you convey your emotions more effectively and foster deeper connections. By recognizing your patterns of communication, you can better navigate conversations, resolve conflicts, and build trust within relationships. There are generally four primary communication styles: assertive, passive, aggressive, and passive aggressive. Assertive communicators express their thoughts and feelings openly and honestly while respecting others. They are clear about their needs and boundaries, which promotes healthy dialogue. Passive communicators tend to avoid expressing their thoughts, often leading to misunderstandings and resentment. Aggressive communicators prioritize their own needs over others, often resulting in hurtful exchanges. Passive aggressive communicators may express their displeasure indirectly, which can create confusion and tension in relationships. Recognizing where you fall within the spectrum can illuminate the dynamics at play in your interactions. Self reflection plays a vital role in identifying your communication style. Consider your typical responses in various situations, especially during conflicts or emotionally charged discussions. Pay attention to your body language, tone of voice, and choice of words. Do you often find yourself shutting down, raising your voice, or using sarcasm? Journaling your experiences can help you pinpoint patterns and triggers in your communication. Additionally, seeking feedback from trusted friends or partners can provide valuable insights into how others perceive your communication style, offering a broader perspective on your interactions. Another effective strategy for identifying your communication style is to assess your emotional reactions during conversations. Do you feel anxious, defensive, or overwhelmed when discussing certain topics? Your emotional responses can indicate underlying communication habits. For instance, if you find yourself feeling attacked and respond with aggression, it might suggest an aggressive communication style. Conversely, if you often feel unheard and tend to withdraw, this could indicate a passive approach. Understanding these emotional cues can guide you toward healthier communication practices. Ultimately, uh, ultimately, identifying your communication style is the first step toward improving your relationship communication skills. By recognizing your tendencies and understanding their impact on your relationships, you can work toward adapting your style to foster more meaningful connections. Embracing the principles of assertive communication can help you articulate your needs while remaining open to the perspective of others. This awareness and willingness to grow will pave the way for stronger and more loving relationships. And that's just one chapter out of my book, Relationship Coaching. You can go check it out. It's on Amazon Kindle. Just put my name in there, and I got several ebooks out. You can check any of them out, but this particular one is on relationship and mastering communication in relationship. I'm a firm believer in communication. I'm a firm believer that a lot of the things that's happening now is a misunderstanding and a lack of communication between parties. In other words, uh, women saying one thing, men saying another thing. And the problem is, women feel like men are incapable of communicating. Men created communicating. It's just that men likes to focus on data, facts, just logic, and women like to focus on fallacy, feelings, and emotions. That is just the difference in us. Men have feelings too. Men wants to be heard. Men wants to be respected for their thoughts, for their feelings too. And that's again a lack of understanding the communication styles of each party. I say again, it is a cold winter. It's a cold winter. It is thousands of women out here begging men to come back. We're not coming back. We're not coming back right now. We're just not. We're not coming back. You have to humble yourselves. You're not there yet. You still thinking you're slick. You still thinking you can get around what's going on. We have shut the marketplace down. It ain't going on. Simping is dead. It's dead, baby. You have to come up with a new strategy and a new approach. Men is no longer paying for nothing. They're no longer paying for nothing. You see a man, you like a man, you better speak up. If you don't speak up, he ain't saying nothing to you. Y'all said don't say nothing to you. Don't talk to you. Don't do this, don't do that. You think we don't watch the same thing you watch? You think we don't know what's going on? I even heard a woman say, men don't be on the internet. Huh, ain't that something? We created the internet. That's how naive and simplistic your mind is. To think in your mind that men ain't on the internet and we created the internet. Sad. But, that's all I want to put out here for tonight. Almost an hour worth of content. I appreciate anybody if just one person heard me tonight. I appreciate you. Go check out that ebook. It will help you. It will help you. There's no way that a person that wants to be better will not invest in themselves. I spend a lot of money training, a lot of money buying books, ebooks, all of that, so I can be better. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be left behind. Artificial intelligence. Learn about all of these things, or you will be left behind. You will be left behind. Thank you for watching. Much love from your mellow fellow.